In this video, I want to help you understand how to use the Debt Relief Planner to be able to plan a repayment plan for any outstanding debt that you might have with a creditor. Now, the idea of this tool is to create for you a custom payment plan for your debt and remove the emotion of communicating that plan to your creditor. The tool actually, when you put all the details in, generate an email that you can simply copy and paste into your email system, like Gmail or Outlook, whatever you're using, and send it off to your creditor. Okay, so here's how it works. You put in your name, your address, your phone number. You need these details because the email uses this information. Okay, and you put in the information of your creditor, right? The person who you owe money to. You need to put in their email address, their business name, the amount that you owe, reference number. Okay, if you have received a letter, usually a reference number is on that letter. Put in the date of the letter that you have received, and then put in your proposed amount that you want to pay and how often you want to pay, monthly, fortnightly or weekly. Okay, and when you want to make your first payment, right? So we need all this information so that the system can create an email for you, and this is where it takes the emotion out, right? Put all your information in. I'll show you what you do. You click on this blue generate payment plan email. This won't email on your behalf. This will create an email that you then copy and paste into your email system like Gmail or Outlook, and then you send it from your own email. Okay, and what this does, it creates an email for you so that you don't have to talk to the creditor, because I know that for a lot of people, they want to get out of debt, they want to come to an arrangement with the creditor, but it's just too emotional. They don't want to talk to the creditor, they're scared, or they don't know how to put forward a proposal for a payment plan. So this takes all of that away and creates it for you based on your affordability, because you are putting in how much you can pay, how often you can pay, and when you can start by making that first payment. So let's have a look at the email that's generated. So this is what you have to put in. So it takes all this information, gives you the subject, okay, that you need to put in. So this is a payment arrangement for account reference, okay? So you've got to have a reference number that usually on any correspondence your creditor has sent to you, on a letter from your creditor to you, or if they sent it to you via email, it will usually include their reference number that you need to put in to into the system, so that the email generator can include that, so that they, when they receive the email, will understand which account this email is for. Okay, so let's just read it. To whom it may concern, I'm writing in response to the letter received from your agency, dated, and this is the date, right? This is coming from the date that you've put here, the date of the letter that you have received. You just select the date using this calendar, okay? So this email is generated from all the information that you have supplied, okay? And it's this, so I'm writing in response to the letter received from your agency dated the 22nd of November concerning an outstanding balance of $1,750 owed to Star Collection. Okay, now this probably isn't the person, this is the collection agent, but it might be owed to somebody else. So it might be owed to some fictitious company, right? Whatever that company is, that's what you need to put in here. Usually your letter that you've received from a collection agency will have the name of who you owe the money to. Okay, so let me regenerate this, because I've now changed the name of the creditor who the money is owed to. I'll just wait for this to generate. So here we go. So I'm writing in response to the letter received from your agency on this day concerning an outstanding balance of, and here's the amount, $1,750 owed to Fictitious Company Limited, with the reference number. Given my current financial situation, I propose a payment plan of $500 per month, right? That's coming from here. you put in how much you can afford and how often you can pay. Okay, $500 per month starting from the 6th of December. So you put in, you select when you want to make your first payment. Okay, this proposal is based on my affordability and commitment to settling this debt, and below is the detailed payment schedule based on monthly payments. And so the system creates for you a payment schedule. Okay, I kindly request your approval of this payment arrangement. Please confirm your agreement to this plan via return email at your earliest convenience. And then this is why we need your details, right? This information is put on this email. So all you got to do is copy and open up your Gmail or your Outlook or whatever you're using, paste it in there and send the email to the agent, right? The email address or contact information will always be available on any correspondence that you have received from the collection agent. Okay, let's look at an example where you might want to pay, for example, weekly. Okay, so I'm going to just change this to weekly. Again, you decide how much you can afford to pay. You decide the frequency of that payment. Let's also change the proposed start date. Maybe we want to start on the 7th of December next week. Okay, hit the blue generate payment plan email. Again, it uses all the information that you've entered into the form and it generates the letter. So now this is a weekly plan, right? So we can see that it's now changed. You propose a payment plan of $500 every week starting on the 7th of December, and here are the weekly payments. And notice in the last week it's adjusted the amount because that's what's remaining based on the total amount that's owed. So it understands how much is owed, how much you're willing to pay, when you want to start those payments, and how often you want to pay, and it creates a schedule. And this is an email that you use that you can send it to your collection agent, right? The person who's chasing you for this money, okay? And be able to just remove the emotion from that and just paste in this email. Make sure the details that you've entered are correct, so it's accurate. The reference number, the amount you're putting in here as the amount you owe, when you want to start paying, how often you want to pay, how much you want to pay. Make sure all those details are correct. Always check this email, make sure it's accurate. There's no mistakes. Okay, computers can always make mistakes. And read at the bottom here how this works, and just so you know how it works and what you should put into the form. And note that this is not a substitute for any legal or financial or personal advice. Okay, so always seek advice from a professional. Okay, this is just a starting point, right? A baseline for you to get started with an email to any collection agency who you might have received some correspondence from in regards to an outstanding debt. Okay, so look, I hope it helps. It's designed to help people in this current climate of inflation and high cost of living to be able to manage their debts or bills, okay, or loans, and just to be able to take away that emotion and start with this email to try and get some kind of relief from someone who you owe money to, or a collection agency that's chasing you. This helps you put together a payment plan and generate the correspondence that you can then copy and paste into an email or draft a letter using this as a baseline. You can access this tool using the link above here, aqrecommends.com, aqrecommends.com/debt-relief-planner. Link also included below in the description of the video. The tool is 100% free. It's accessible to anyone that comes to this page. Simply fill in the details, hit the blue go button, and it will output an email that you can use as a baseline. And be assured that the tool does not store any of the information that you enter in this form. Okay, so the information is simply used to generate this email that you can then copy and paste into your own email program and adjust as needed after you've thoroughly checked it, and then send it off to the collection agent who has reached out to you for a outstanding debt. Okay? So I hope it helps.